I just wanted to give an update relating to my fitness efforts and sort of explain something relating to the channel. I have some videos on the channel that relate to fitness, and I decided some time ago to spin off the fitness content and start doing fitness related videos on a different channel. And that channel is workout.cam. I'll put the link in the description, but I wanted to share that bit of information, but also the fact that I have over the last year really been trying to work on getting healthy and fit, and I've lost a considerable amount of weight, and I just want to share with folks what I did in that regard and share what my plan is. I'm not looking to be muscle bound with a whole lot of big muscles. I'm not looking for that, especially in this chapter in my life. It doesn't make sense to me. But I just wanted to share what my plan is. I also, on that fitness channel that I mentioned, talked about my fitness goals. They're rather aspirational, or no, they're rather ambitious. Well, they're very ambitious. And that video, there's a video on there about that, and I'm going to touch on what some of those fitness goals are, and it's my plan to achieve them. It may take me a year, and I was thinking about it the other day, it may take me 5 years. So let me start off with what I've done over the last year. I lost a lot of weight. I know that it had affected, the weight had affected my health, and I needed to take measures into my own hands. And I just started really minimizing the intake of calories. But really what I started with was eating once a day and reducing my calories significantly. Now, let me be clear, I'm not, excuse the siren, I'm not suggesting or recommending that anyone start the 1 meal a day diet, which is also called OMAD, the acronym for 1 meal a day. And in fact, I think most should well know, in fact, it is obvious how important it is that before anyone starts an exercise program, regimen, plan, whatever, exercise or dieting program, plan, regimen, effort, that one should consult with a physician, a healthcare professional. You know what I'm saying. It's very important. That said, I drastically reduced the amount of calories that I was taking in, and I focused for quite some time, for months, just trying to eat 1 meal a day. I was successful at that. I got to the point where after some period of time, I would introduce into my overall dieting effort or plan, snacks. And so I'd have snacks once or twice a day once I had really shed a lot of weight. But the point of this is that even though I'm not doing, sometimes I eat 1 meal a day, I don't hold myself to it now strictly. Yeah, so over the past year, I have really been able to keep the weight off and stick to my way of eating, and that's pretty much 1 meal a day. And I focused on a very narrow window. I didn't give myself a large window of time to eat. It would be 1 meal that I prepared on a plate within the reasonable amount of time that I would normally take to eat the meal. Not a big meal that I stretched out over an hour or 2 hours. Later on, I relaxed the time. In the beginning, I ate, as I recall, it's 5 o'clock, and I would try to eat it you know, at a normal pace, but I'd be finished eating, just 5:15, 5:20, 5:30, something like that. And so there'd be hours and hours, the majority of the day, I didn't have any food. Now, again, I'm not recommending or suggesting that anyone follow this diet. Uh, you need to speak to a healthcare practitioner, a medical doctor, and so forth. And I just need to stress that point. Again, I will stress that while for much of the year I had been eating once a day, as I had, gotten the weight off, there were times where I'd eat something small in the morning. And that's what I'm kind of doing now. I've been doing that for a few months, where intermittently, where I'll have, I think that's becoming more than normal. I'll have the one big meal, but I'll have snacks like apples, eggs, or bananas or cashews or something like that, something healthy once or twice. In the beginning, once or twice a day, and in the beginning, I didn't do that for quite some time. It's just the one meal a day. I should mention that one of the key things that I did over this past year is to refrain from eating breads, pasta, rice, and I have no dessert, no cake, no pie, none of that stuff, no sweets except for the sugar that is naturally found in foods, and of course the fructose or the sugar in fruit. But yeah, that I think has made all of the difference in the world for me. So hopefully I'll have another year of eating well, eating right for me, restricting the calories, largely, usually, or mostly eating one meal a day, uh, and and continuing with a restricted calorie diet, and no sugar and no carbs, and that is the key for me. Wanted to share that with folks. So I wanted to update folks on that, and also, I came up with some fitness goals. I'm in a chapter in my life where I don't want to be complacent. I also don't want to take for granted my health, and the level of fitness that I have. And I always believe that I should continue to challenge myself, push myself. And I came up with some rather ambitious fitness goals. And I started thinking about them and thinking that, I think they were perhaps too ambitious. But I'm going to really try to knock them out. It may take me a year, it may take me a while, 5 years. I don't know, but I really want to meet each of those fitness goals. Things like 100 consecutive push-ups, things like 50 consecutive pull-ups. I'd like to be able to do the Marine Corps PFT and get a perfect score. There are a lot of things. Those are on the video, and I'm mentioning that because now I believe I have the foundation to get fit, to get stronger, and to start to train for those. And I'll provide an brief update here and there on this channel, but I'll be talking more specifically and providing greater updates or more updates, and get into the details on my fitness channel. And finally, I would point out that the third thing is I have this plan. It's not a sophisticated plan. And let me be clear, I'm not a fitness professional. I'm not a personal trainer, although I've thought about taking a course to become certified, not to train other people, but just for my own benefit, in order to really know about the proper methods, techniques, so forth, in terms of exercises and supplements and so forth. So I've thought about taking a personal training course. That said, the plan is simple. I believe in basics, simplicity, and by the way, I have to share this. I used to be in the Marines. In the Marine Corps, there is a saying that we have, Semper Fi, which is short for Semper Fidelis, and that means always faithful. It's funny because one day I was talking, and I think my wife thought I was overcomplicating something. She said, weren't you a Marine? I said, yeah, I was a Marine. She says, well, you know, you're not acting like a Marine. I said, what do you mean? Something along those lines. I said, what are you talking about? And she said, you know, I thought Marines were supposed to keep things simple. I said, what? Well, you always say, simplify. Well, you always say simplify. It was the funniest thing to me. Now, let me just be clear. My wife is brilliant, and she's a Swedish citizen, and she speaks multiple languages, and she speaks English very well, and has a great vocabulary. It was a matter of me not enunciating and her not having context. Okay, that aside, let me get back. So the plan is a simple one. Excuse the siren, and it is that I am going to focus on push-ups and pull-ups. That will be the basis for everything in terms of getting strong, building my strength and endurance, and those will help with two of the goals that I have planned. But in addition, I will do some dumbbell exercises, and that will really be, I think, at the foundation. Now, what I'd like to be able to do also is start running. But I'm in Harlem here in New York City, and I just don't want to run around in New York City. So one of my goals, again, is to get a perfect score in the Marine Corps PFT, and I have to start running. And I'm at a loss for, I really want to start, but I don't want to start jogging around here in Harlem. But that's just me. I do have an exercise bike, so I think I'll start using the exercise bike again. And that's it. It's going to be the basics. And so I'll share, again, more detail on the other channel. But I wanted to provide that update. And share that I am happy that I am approaching 1 year of eating very well. Really, I should say, restricting my diet, and for the most part, eating once a day or one meal a day, along with now in later months snacking and so forth. But the key is that it is really isolating the eating period for the most part for that major meal, and a significant reduction in calories. And I've done what works for me, but I wanted just to share that with folks. And again, secondly, that I have this workout channel and I have these fitness goals. I think they're rather ambitious. I've set them. I'm going to talk about them from here for transparency, and also sort of just to keep people in the loop, and people might find it motivating or interesting or inspiring. I don't know, I hope. But I do want people to know about my workout channel. And again, finally, that, it's all about the basics for me. I really firmly believe that. And I plan on canceling my gym membership and getting down on that ground and push-ups, doing push-ups, getting up. I'm looking at my pull-up bar over there, getting up on that bar and doing pull-ups, pronated and supinated grips, and just knocking out the chin-ups and the pull-ups over and over. And that's the plan. All right, so thank you all for watching the video. I really appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the button and subscribe. If you have, thank you very, very much. It really means a lot to me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And with all that said, until next time, and take care. All right? Have a good day.